It's Pro Bowling's postseason, and there's still one open spot on the 12-man bracket. This is win or go home, do or die, high-stakes clashes. Who will claim that final spot? The road to handing out a championship belt starts right now on FS1. Let the party begin. Let the PBA Tour playoffs begin. It is rocking at Strikers, an angel of the winds. Great to be back in the Pacific Northwest for the PBA playoffs. Folks, 16 men have come here. They're looking to claim the top prize. And tonight, we will find out who will be the 12th man, fittingly in Seattle. Who will meet Jason Belmonte tomorrow on FS1? The answer comes via this step ladder. Andrew Anderson and AJ Johnson were sweating it out in the Tournament of Champions, but they're here. Tom Smallwood leads the way. We've got 3 major champions on this show. Folks, the Pacific Northwest is a great time. This place is on fire, and they're ready for Randy Pedersen, the Hall of Famer. I'm John Fanta. Welcome to the PBA playoffs. It's the culminating point in the season. These players have been fighting, battling for months. Well over 350 games for each of these 16 men, and here we are. What's your headlining thoughts?
Ton of games in 13 weeks that have transpired here, but what we have are the best 16 of 2024, all vying for this beautiful piece of hardware. A couple of twists for this year's playoffs, a little bit different format. We have dual oil patterns, and you know what? The winner up tonight, his consolation prize, he gets Belmonte tomorrow.
Yeah, getting one of the greatest of all time. That's quite the reward, but that's the gauntlet of the playoffs. As you mentioned, the dual oil pattern. Let's take a look.
45 feet Weber on the left lane, 39 feet Albee on the right. But one thing we've come to know and expect here in this center is high scores. Keep in mind the last 3 televised 300 games have happened right here.
So we get AJ Johnson and Andrew Anderson in our opening match. These two were part of the Marshall Kent fan club last week at the Tournament of Champions because they needed some help from Marshall on the show.
Yeah, they were rooting for him hard, weren't they? Jason Sterner just missing out.
With Kent beating Sterner and Matt Ogle, it allowed these two to get in. Go.
Well, when you hear a player say go, that means they wanted to hold its line longer. That shot was definitely inside a target for Andrew, but covers the 3-6-10. No harm, no foul, right?
And the player said the left will be the tricky lane today to figure out how that's going to go, and it's why Andrew will start there and finish on the right. It's 31-year-old AJ Johnson. Two top 5 finishes this season, 7 top 25 finishes.
Starting with urethane on that shorter Albee pattern, 39 feet once again, 45 on the left lane. And that urethane ball he is using is called a Tank Rampage Pearl. You like that name?
That is an awesome name.
Kind of go back and forth with this with Stoner.
Yes. Oh no. Are you kidding?
Really? Unbelievable.
Wow.
And in this format, there is no or very little margin for error. And to whiff a single pin, especially the 9-pin, just can't happen.
That is brutal. There's that Rampage Pearl you were talking about. And
Rampage is on the right. He is. I'll find out here in a sec. Looks like. Hang on. Yeah, it's a Venom Shock on the left lane.
And the Venom Shock results in a strike for Johnson.
A good recovery after whiffing the 9-pin, but it's kind of a head scratcher, you know?
Very much so.
And let's see, what is Andrew Anderson using on that right lane? How about a Tank Rampage Pearl?
And Anderson with a spare strike to start. Rob Holman, PBA doubles champ with Chris Prather. Second time this season.
So both players starting with urethane on that right lane. And they'll be playing much deeper with reactive resin on the left. Pride Dynasty is the ball he's using on the left lane.
And with back-to-back jacks. And a sharp start for Andrew Anderson.
You can actually see the oil patterns being projected on the lane. You can see how much longer the one on the left there is. That's the actual pattern being projected on the lane surface. Pretty cool.
Really cool to see.
Wouldn't happen without our friends at Clutch, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Got the ball tracer going down there as well. Awesome stuff.
It's beautiful.
Awesome sauce.
Johnson after an open on the right.
Actually,
that first frame.
Good, and it just picked up too
3
quick.
and 6.
Yeah, that one looked like it hooked early.
So early.
He has bowled well here before. He won a regional here. Cleans that up. But befuddled on the right side.
So early. That one was. I thought that one was all right.
It for A.J. Johnson.
You're on the other side of it, Andrew, and so he's just peeling it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why as soon as it sees it, it's direction changing. I think you just take 2.
Yeah. Just take a couple with it.
Just get to the other side of it.
Okay.
And the 10 hangs for Andrew. Andrew Anderson talked with us a lot yesterday about this season. He has worked with Dr. Dean Hinnitz, mental performance coach and sports psychologist for Team USA, just to talk him through his mentality. He said, mentally last year I was a disaster with my game. He's been trying to evolve that side of what he's doing. And in a good spot to start here.
Well, he said it's much better now, but also he told us that during the summer he's going to work on his game. He's going to try to get his swing to be less steep and work it a little bit more out to in.
He said a figure 8-ish motion. That's how he described it.
Look at EJ Tackett swing. Seems to work pretty well for him.
There's a strike.
Let's go down to the floor and talk with Tour Rep Brett Spangler. Brett, what were you discussing with AJ in terms of that right lane?
I just told him I thought he was on the wrong side of it. He was to the right of Andrew, and I think Andrew was peeling up a little bit of oil. So he's just going to take a couple of boards so that he feels like his ball can get through the front a little bit.
So a little bit of a move to the left.
A little bit of a move to the left, probably about 2.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Right side has given Johnson some issues thus far. Not this time for AJ.
He's too far right. His ball was picking up all the friction early that's been created with the 2 urethane balls by not only himself but by Andrew Anderson as well. So he didn't see it properly to start, made the move, and that was perfect. Well, 2 boards left with his feet to his target, find a little bit more oil and get out of that early hook spot.
Nice adjustment. He talked with us about being in control of his launch angles. And he said, I've got to do things with conviction. Had a couple of top 5 finishes earlier this season, was 2nd at the Illinois Classic. Didn't take the invite.
Last 2. Oh. Oh.
I think the big story with AJ is what he did last week at TSC, the last round. I mean, he was basically going nowhere, and he could have bagged it, and instead pulled a monster block to finish 47th.
Correct.
And to get in. Obviously got some help from Marshall Kent.
That final round netted him 270.
I got it that time, guys.
Extra points. Enough to stave off Jason Sterner by 138 points. As AJ Johnson told us, I've got a road. It's a long one, but all that matters in the playoffs is that you've got one. You're one of 16 standing. We're just underway. Welcome back to the 2024 PBA playoffs, the play-in round at Strikers and Angel of the Winds, just underway between AJ Johnson and Andrew Anderson in our opening match. As we take a look at our Bowl TV highlights. Last month in the first event of the World Series of Bowling PBA Rob Holman Doubles Championship, Andrew Anderson, he and Chris Pressler defeated Jason Belmonte and Bill O'Neill. Anderson in front of more than 50 family members and close friends, winning his 2nd career PBA doubles title.
He was a stud that day. It's not the first time these guys had won that.
No, it's not.
They bowled pretty well together.
Didn't in 2021 as well. Andrew, the 2018 USBC Masters champ. That's brutal.
Well, Johnson left a solid 9 on the left lane, and
yeah,
Anderson leaves a solid 8 on the right lane. Just inside 2nd arrow, beautiful, a little more end over end roll, trying to keep it more on line, and it's just a lousy break.
Tough. The difference, though, can he spare? Because Johnson did not with that 9, and that's why. Part of the reason why Anderson has this lead.
And
6.
Yeah, and there's your max scores. Five-time member of Team USA is Anderson. You can see more rotation. with the bigger ball on that left lane.
Come on.
He talked with us. Take another look first here.
Fourth arrow. So a good 10 boards difference between the two lanes. The Ozempic spare.
Clipped.
That was a nice close shave.
Man.
Well, you can see the max scores have changed now.
See for AJ his best result in the playoffs. Johnson with the door cracked back open, and he capitalizes with a strike. And this year has been not only a great one professionally, but how about personally? Because A.J. Johnson is now a pops. He's a dad to newborn son, Brantley. Mom doing great as well. So awesome for the Johnsons.
It's a handsome lad.
Born in March. Allie is mom, and they're watching back at home. So, hello, Brantley. This is his first show since becoming a dad.
Well, you know, it all started last summer when he finally won, and boy, his life is trending upward. It's good to see. He's a really good man.
And a quality golf game?
He's got a nice golf game. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Left lane's going now.
Come on. Every time I've moved, it's hooked more.
And it should be just the opposite of that.
God.
Moved a little farther left after leaving the 9-pin. And he goes right through the face. Big Four only made once ever on television by the great Walter Ray Williams Jr.
And it stays that way. Walter's the only man in that booth. There's been a cup of coffee sitting on the other side of the table for a long, long time.
Big break for Andrew Anderson.
You bet. Carry. Well,
and it does.
Andrew Anderson. It was interesting talking with him, Randy, because not only did he take us through his swing and what he wants to do over the summer, but just talking through getting his rev rate up 30 or 40.
Yeah.
He said, on my best day, I can get there, but I've got to make more of those best days become every day. Carry.
You know, it's that extra hit over so many games, right? These players pull, and you think about carrying a couple extra week 10s a game, and you go from 220 to 250. It's a big deal. And it's the advantage that all the power players have. And that's why he's looking to add to it. He needs some more power. He feels he needs some more power, and that's what he's going to work on.
And he talked about scoring paces being higher this year, and there's pride to be one of the 16 here in the playoffs with how everything went this season. As Johnson had to have it there in the 9th and gets it, but down 34.
Please have a re-rack.
He's frustrated, though, because of that last shot on the left lane when he left the big four. He knows his chances are very slim to win this match.
And as you talked about that left lane starting to go, this was Andrew Anderson's goal, vision, was to make sure that Johnson finished on this left side.
Well, he needs to strike out, and then he needs some help from Anderson.
Be tough on the left, but gets it started.
Hey, got the 9 out. Looks over at the strike track board.
Have to get one more.
He's going to take another re-rack, his last of this game. Must strike situation.
Gosh, dang it, AJ.
You said it, put together a huge final round of the TOC that gave him 270 extra points. You look at Jason Belmonte. Belmo will meet the winner of this stepladder tomorrow, noon Eastern time on FS1. Graham Fa awaits the winner of this one. Needs it. Needs it. And
That one
not
doesn't
tonight for Johnson.
Over.
16 seed. No Sweet 16 type magic here for Johnson.
Thank you, guys.
Still a lot to like about his season. And as you said, last summer winning the Storm Lucky Larson Masters.
You guys can make some noise. Let's hear it.
Andrew Anderson is...
Oh, boy.
I guess if there's a time to catch that break, it's now.
This could be an expensive one.
Even Johnson's got his hand raised. That is great.
John, put your hand down.
No.
This is the most nerve-wracking 5-pin I've shot.
There you go. He told us that he thrives or believes that he can thrive on TV. And he likes this big stage. He gets it done here, and now Graham Fa awaits. Packy Hanrahan and Tom Smallwood filling out the ladder, but first it'll be Anderson meeting Graham Fa. In our next showdown, Fa is ahead. The 32-year-old, the Players Champion back in 2016. He'll square off with Andrew Anderson in round 2. Welcome back to the 2024 PBA playoffs. And yes, you are seeing a WWE Championship belt because, like you see in other pro sports with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, like the Texas Rangers and the World Series, NBA playoffs are ongoing right now to crown a champion. Oftentimes when they win in the locker room, the WWE hands them a championship belt. We will hand the winner of the playoffs the belt. And who's going to meet Jason Belmonte in our 5-12 showdown tomorrow on FS1? Well, Andrew Anderson is on to match 2. He meets Graham Fa, Hammerhead, and Smallwood, awaiting in the remainder of the stepladder. Randy Pedersen is with Fa now.
And thanks, John. And with me is the first ever Canadian to win on the PBA Tour, and it just happened to be a major. But Graham, you told us you're doing the best bowling of your life. What's changed?
I've just invested in myself. You know, you put in the time, you put in the work, and you work on the right things, it can only lead to success.
Best of luck in this next match. Thanks.
He's got a 2.5-year-old and a 9-month-old. Skylar and Marshall, his boys, back at home. Mom, Jen. And Graham talked about his family and how inspirational they are to him. How much he enjoys having some time in the summer with his wife, Jen, who's a teacher, and their boys. And he is feeling good about himself as he meets Andrew Anderson here. We'll start on the left side. Go. 310 for Andrew.
Left of target, not enough oil to hold it on line. It's going to be interesting to see what type of ball reaction Graham Fa has. .310. Andrew Anderson converts.
And that is your satisfying moment of the match, sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers.
Man, I could use a Snickers. Covers it perfect. The idea is to cover both pins with the bowling ball. Did just that.
You're not you when you're hungry. Fa. And that did accept the Saturday night dinner invite. You're interested to see how his ball reaction is? Why?
Well, because this is our first look at left-handers, right? We've got another left-hander on deck with Packy Hanrahan after this match. Graham using a urethane ball in that right lane. Black Pearl. Left lane, looks like he's going with Sensor. Oh, that was pretty.
Shake it off, 7. Another reason why he feels like he's had the best season. Not only did he invest in himself with time and things, but he actually purchased the Specto.
Yeah. I noticed last year at the league in Portland, Maine, his game looked much better.
You're very observant.
It just looked like he had more hand, better roll. And I asked him about it, and he said, yeah, that's exactly what I've been working on.
I just don't want to grab the wrong one by mistake.
But the Specto you're referring to is our strike track. It comes to us from the great company Kegel, and he bought one, put it in the center that he practices at. Came to an arrangement with the center. Great investment.
How much do one of those babies cost?
They're not cheap. About 15, 16,000. A little bit less than TrackMan.
95% the tour average and converts. And how do we get those numbers?
From our great friends at Lane Talk. For more information, head on over to lanetalk.com and download their free app. But only if you want to be a better bowler.
Why wouldn't you?
If you want to stink, then don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, what are you thinking? And you'll never be here. The PBA playoffs.
This game's changed so much over the years. The numbers, the strike track, the info that's out there. He hates it. Yeah, big pull left, Brooklyn.
Fortunate to just have a 5.
You know, we see some of these youngsters.
It dropped it.
Like some of the youngsters at the World Series of Bowling. Eric Jones. Learned how to bowl watching YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're resetting a pin, that 5.
Putting the 5 pin back up.
Which gives us a chance to tell you that registration for the 2024 PBA LBC National Championships is now open to bowlers of all skill levels and from all centers. The PBA LBC National Championships is heading to a new location outside Chicago and includes 2 new junior divisions. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles, and team events even combine your scores with the pros.
I saw you guys.
Enter today at pba.com/LBC tournament. We even saw that, Randy, with the YouTube studying from our cheetah champion, Dio Bernard. Talked about. It's crazy to see the YouTube numbers in the sport. Of viewers, it did.
Yeah, the only YouTube I had growing up was something I used to float down the lazy river in. But watch how hard the 7 gets slapped out with this shot. 4 to the sidewall, just absolutely cracks the neck of the 7 pin. That's why you put revolutions on a bowling ball, to carry that hit.
Yeah, that's a home demo right there from Grant Bond to the 7. Now on the left side, 5.
Another 7-pin
Stubborn.
on that left lane. Two strikes on the right, 2 7-pins on the left. But 4 really nice quality shots to start this match.
He said he's less one-dimensional. He's able to do a lot of different things with his game now. Not afraid to adjust.
Well, it's the only way to be an elite player out here. Unless you just want to throw it one way and hope that you fall into the right oil pattern one week and you take advantage of it. But that's not the road you want to go down.
As a player, how would you balance what would get you here versus what you have to do to switch things up at times when it calls for it?
Well, I mean, you have to have a big toolbox, and then you have to know which wrench to use and when, right? Have an idea of what the pattern's calling for. So here's an example of your question. So there's week 10, right? And typically what we watch for when players are using urethane is how long can they stay in that ball before it starts to read too early, starts to hook early, and then it flattens out down lane and you start to leave flat 10s. 6-pin sidewall lays there dead in the gut. Remember the Graham Faw
Have a timeout.
7-pin that got crushed, right?
Yep.
Ball went through the pins harder.
Hands on the left lane, so it's making the right lane kind of wishy-washy. I need to get around on the left lane to get to the fronts. It feels like.
I mean,
so.
the left lane's got to be a ball change too, right?
Yeah, I just
to
haven't done a good one.
to get it just to get it across it. That pride's digging.
All right, let's go down to the floor. And Brett Spangler,
Yeah.
Brett, what's going to happen? What changes is Andrew going to make?
It's time for a ball change. He was in a ball that was pretty early, really smooth, and it was getting offline in the front because it is so strong. So it's a shell down, just a weaker cup.
Be right.
And it was right. Really nice shot there, Brett. Is he going to stay in the urethane on the right lane?
I mean, I kind of hope not, but he said just the way that his hand and his swing feels, he's a little scared to change, but I think we're kind of up against that.
Thanks, Brett.
Yeah.
This is our very topic that we're discussing right now.
We're on it. Oh, my goodness.
Thought that was better.
Oh,
It looked better.
this is disgusting.
What is wrong with the 9?
It's stupid. I mean, this is as good as you can throw it. 5-pin gets chopped straight back.
I just don't understand the 9. I even bought dinner. I had him over. I don't understand. Why so unkind? I'm
Bad
trying.
break. Bad break,
trying.
buddy.
That's just, that is brutal. Isn't that the sport? Sometimes you feel great about something.
Yeah. Was that World Series of Bowling when Jesper Svensson never missed the pocket and shot 180?
Yeah, that's, man.
I mean, it's just times when it doesn't matter what you do, your ball doesn't go through the pins the right way.
Makes you respects the greats even more.
Yeah,
We'll take that. We'll take that.
He'll take that.
that might have been a pinch inside. And then his exact words were, "I'll take that."
settle that. Again here, second time we've had that. Graham will finish on this left lane. And so far with a spare, and we've got a battle to see who will be moving on between Graham Fa and Andrew Anderson. Packy Hanrahan is waiting for the winner of this one. Game on in Seattle. Welcome back to the 2024 PBA playoffs, the play-in round between Andrew Anderson and Graham Fa. Winner of this one meets Packy Hanrahan, and then Tom Smallwood is the top seed in this step ladder. And the man who comes out of this will meet Jason Belmonte, one of the best to ever do it, tomorrow in our round of 12. Anderson out of the break with a strike.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that we might be talking to Jason Belmonte during this broadcast.
Who's going to be talking with him?
I'll do it.
We wish Kimberly Pressler's wonderful daughter luck in the cheerleading competition. She's down in Florida.
Bring home the hardware.
Absolutely. Pretty good. Yeah, it was.
Fa's actually bowled the better game and is trailing.
Welcome to the playoffs.
Anderson went high, he split left the 310, 10 pin, went Brooklyn left the 5 pin. That shot there was a nice break on a double carrying that high hit.
And Fa punches right back. This is fun.
And let's go down to the floor, and Mike Wolf. And Mike, obviously Graham Fa bowling an excellent game, but he cannot strike. What did you talk about during the break?
I think it's mostly just on the left lane. He's going to try to cheat it a little more to the right, maybe slow it down, give the ball a little more time to recover and kind of roll through the pins a little bit more.
All right, Mike, thanks.
Yep.
Has yet to strike on the left.
And he'll finish on this left lane. Yes! Big one for Fa.
Plenty of hand coming around the corner, and that's 10 back. There's nothing left on the pin deck. He's made great quality shots for all 8 frames.
He was in the hunt nearly every week this season. 8 top 25 finishes. Carry, and Andrew Anderson strikes aplenty down the stretch in match number 2.
Have a reback.
Four-bagger for Anderson.
Remember, the question was, well, do I change balls on this right lane? Brett came over during the commercial break and said he's going to stay with it. He says his hand just needs to get in a better spot at release. So basically, he's going to dance with the one he brung.
Got him 1 win. Talked about having conviction and confidence with us, and he's got 5 in a row.
That was a good one. That was a real good one. Check out your max scores here, folks. And if you're Graham Fa, you're thinking one thing and one thing only. I got to strike out to have any chance. Another really nice shot by Graham Faw.
And now, can he deliver on the left off of his first strike there in the 8th?
This guy sat behind our booth for an entire telecast at the World Series of Bowling and just was an absolute bowling dictionary, just info after info. He would write notes for me. It was invaluable.
Did you pay him?
I wished I could hire him.
He's kind of busy. Needs it. Delivers. Grand foul.
Really good.
So you've got Anderson with 5 in a row. Faw now with 4 in a row.
I gotta be back.
If Graham Faw strikes out, he'll shoot 238. He will then force Andrew Anderson first ball strike in the 10th. On the right lane with urethane. Just throwing it out there.
Can he put the pressure on?
Yep.
Oh!
Robbed.
All right.
Big time.
It's a good game still. Tony, they dropped it.
Anderson needs a mark now. Have to reset the 7-pin. Machine dropped it. It should have gone down anyway.
Machine was just doing yeoman's work there.
Yeah, a little bit to the left. On that circle. Keep going. A little more. Well, you got it, and it's got to go lower. Nope.
You can mark it as a... Oh, no. They still got it.
There we go. Perfect. All right.
Wow.
I don't think he's missing.
I mean, you're interviewing players today. You're managing the crane.
You know, that hook has been in the sport as long as I can remember.
Yes.
For respotting pins. There's got to be a better way. Let's think of something and head on over to Shark Tank.
Perfect. Who's handling the pitch?
You.
Well, Graham Faw, you've had a strong season. You've got 2 boys back home. I know how excited he is to get back home with this summer. Andrew Anderson still needs the mark to win, and you heard Faw say it, a good game. He had some great shots.
That was one of the best 227 games you'll see. Now Anderson just needs a mark.
Anderson moves on again.
Well, good decision staying with the urethane ball for Andrew. One more game here. Looked a little iffy, but he got it done with just pure execution.
He beat A.J. Johnson. Now he beats Graham Faw. And he books a ticket with another lefty, Packy Hanrahan. Andrew Anderson told us he sure likes the spotlight. We saw him in the Rock Holman's doubles in front of over 50 family and friends back in Allen Park. And now out west, he's brought his A game in the PBA playoffs. But you've got to meet the Pac-Man next. Packy Hanrahan stands in his way in the PBA playoffs. Our
2024 PBA playoff coverage continues tomorrow at noon Eastern here on FS1 with round 2 action, the round of 12, right here from Strikers at Angel of the Winds Casino in Arlington, Washington. You will see Kyle Troop. He'll face Chris Vi. Troop is a 2-time PBA playoffs champion. Now looking to make it 3 this season as we take a look at the stepladder. Andrew Anderson living life in the spotlight well. Wins over A.J. Johnson and Graham Fa. Now Packy Hanrahan, another lefty, awaits Anderson before Tom Smallwood tries to keep his 12 seed. As we welcome you back to Angel of the Winds, everybody. The winner tonight will meet Jason Belmonte tomorrow on FS1, and RP is with him now.
Thanks, John. And with me, the winningest player in the history of major championship competition on the PBA Tour. But you know what? He also is the only player to have 3 300 games televised, 2 of them in this building. Why so well here in just north of Seattle, Jason?
Mate, it's a good question. I think my ball just likes this place. This is a little bit different though this year. The previous years we were here for the Tour Finals and we actually bowled on the split pair. So this year it's just a regular pair. So I don't know how my ball rolls on that other lane, but hopefully come tomorrow it rolls good.
And I know you've been watching the first couple of matches. Have you been able to pull any intel from what you've been seeing that may help you tomorrow?
Yeah, look, this place is usually pretty good for carry, but today it seems like those kind of half hits aren't really doing the job that it has in previous years. So that means you've got to get your ball going through the pins, pretty good. So knowing that, it's, you can't be too relaxed out there. You've got to make sure you make really good shots, but more importantly, just see that ball shape the way that you need to get the pins to fall.
Thanks for your time. You want to send it back to John?
John, we're done here, so back to you in the booth, mate.
Thank you, Belmo. Thank you to one of the greatest of all times. We welcome you back, everybody, with the WWE Championship belt that goes to the winner of the PBA playoffs. I'm John Fanta, and it's time for our pressing questions presented by Go Bowling. And today, our Kimberly Pressler is searching for some words of wisdom from our PBA pros.
Tom, what's the best tip or advice that you could give to someone who's just starting off bowling?
Practice, practice, practice. Practice spares, practice spares.
You can make up so many pins just becoming a great spare shooter.
It's one thing to practice, but you've got to have the competitive reps in you also to get better.
Bowl every tournament, just get all that experience. There's nothing can replace experience. There's no amount of practice that you can have that can replicate throwing a shot to cash or to make a cut or win a tournament.
There's a lot of events nowadays for kids to bowl, youth events, junior gold, junior team USA, PBA junior.
Not necessarily a bowling tip, I think it applies to life. Control what you can control. I think that's been very important. Something I didn't really follow this week. I missed a cash by 10 and the cut by 80.
The first thing that you need to do is go to the pro shop and get a ball that fits your hand. Having a proper fit can keep you from creating bad habits.
Your dad, Chris Barnes, had to have given you some good advice or some little nuggets throughout the years.
Follow your dreams, follow your passions.
Now tell us what he really said to you.
What he really said? I mean, there's so many things I could really say, but you can't really say them, you know?
Have fun.
Just have fun.
I am all about having fun when you're bowling.
If you enjoy it, have a good time, I can promise you'll bowl better.
Packy Hanrahan is ready to have some fun. He will meet Andrew Anderson for the right to square off with Tom Smallwood to advance in the PBA playoffs. 13 versus 15. Match number 3 is next. The PBA is proud to have Bowlers to Veterans Link as the official charity of the PBA Tour. In today's PBL Salute to Veterans, we welcome U.S. Army Specialist E5, Jerry Goforth, who served for 4 years. Thank you for your service, Jerry. To donate, go to bvl.org. Here we go. Packy Hanrahan, Andrew Anderson, share a handshake. Hanrahan got the crowd rolling in Allen Park a few weeks ago, and he's embracing it again.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun. I think it's more fun for the crowd.
Oh, you guys are too quiet.
Come on.
Keep him going.
And he feels like it helps him with this game, too. At the World Series of Bowling, he did it. He pumped up the crowd. He was facing Kevin Williams, and they both were embracing getting the crowd fired up. He was second at the Scorpion Championship, and it was that night in Allen Park in which the crowd was electrified by this guy.
Yeah.
He's got a great personality.
He really does. Good, kind-hearted guy, and pretty smart as well. And there's a urethane ball not hooking.
The 2.
Gotta get better out of these breaks.
What's the thought process with Anderson after we saw in the last game? He was talking through a potential ball change, but he felt like it was just his release. He had to do something a little bit mechanically different, get back to what he's good at. He did.
That's got a peel.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Well, he said he had to be better out of the breaks, and that was the right lane. This shot here gets too far to the right, and he leaves the 2-8-10. Back at the World Series of Bowling. Oh, that was close.
It was.
Shota made it twice in the same game. Shota Kawazori.
Let me hear you. Come on. Come on.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that.
No.
And he did it with 2 different balls. We take a look at Packy Hanrahan's arsenal. He's going with black pearl urethane.
And the 7.
Good shot. It's hot.
2 top 5 finishes, 4 top 10 finishes. Close to a 223 average in 333 games this season. He even stood on a chair during an event this year. 1 chair stood on as part of his season stats, RP. Top 13 in points for 3 consecutive years. This guy's been consistent.
But you got to go back because his story is incredible, right?
Yes, it is, and we'll get to that in a moment because tomorrow on FS1, the NASCAR Cup Series gets ready for 400 miles of full throttle action in Kansas. The pre-race kicks off right after us at 2 Eastern, and the green flag flies at 3 Eastern tomorrow on FS1 after our round of 12.
All right, you guys can't stop it because I missed. Come on.
This guy, when he was in college at Wichita State, he was like the 9th best bowler in the program. Which meant what? He rode the pine.
There it is.
That looks pretty satisfying.
It was. And it's the Just Right strike. Brought to you by Just Bear, the mindful choice for high-quality protein with no antibiotics ever. Just Right, Just Bear. Have some protein with Packy.
Show some fight. Come on.
Ooh. Kick out.
Yeah. Much better.
Just joining us, Andrew said his goal in the offseason is to take his skill set to the next level. Get his swing to bump out a little bit more, figure 8-ish motion. Getting the flat spot longer.
Go a little bit. Oh.
All right, guys, let's have some fun. Come on. Let me hear you. Let me hear you guys. Come on. Come on. Let me hear you.
This is great for the sport.
I agree.
Well, the 7 doesn't like noise.
Oh, hit on that.
Another flat 7 on the right lane.
Good shot. Can't complain.
The urethane flat 7.
Can't complain. Good effort.
You said 9th man on Wichita State.
Yeah, which means you don't bowl.
Just absurd. Shows you a couple things, one of which is how great the Shockers are. He was a back-to-back state high school champion over at Greenwich High School in Connecticut.
The mean streets of Greenwich. Well, his folks had a lot of faith in him, and he worked hard, persevered, and now he's one of the better players on tour.
His aunt and uncle live in Portland, Oregon. They made the trip over to Arlington for this. Packy pumps up this crowd. And Hanrahan with an advantage.
Much better motion on this left lane with that same ball. It's just a lot sharper going into the 1-2 pocket.
To Anderson on the right side. Much better his last time here, and does it again. So after that tough start on the right, Andrew Anderson's figured it out.
Hey, we're talking about his swing and some of the changes that he wants to make in the offseason and trying to get a little more of a figure 8. So he wants to get that swing to come out a bit farther away from him, say like E.J. Tackett. But you can see just how straight that is right here. It's pretty straight up and down. And then the movement in the downswing is not going to be as violent or as noticeable as, say, an E.J. Tackett. The more the swing bumps out, the more it has to tuck underneath you. And that's what he's going to try to figure out this summer.
How long could that take?
When you're talented like him, it'll take him probably a week.
What was that?
And then maybe a month to perfect it.
Be interesting to see how that process goes as we take a look at your playoff points with E.J. Tackett at the top.
Jeez. Almost 8,000.
How about Marshall Kent there at 2 as we look at the guys that were just on the outside. Sterner 137 points off. Jake Peters, Tom Doherty, Justin Knowles. Tom Smallwood is the remaining man in this stepladder trying to keep his 12th seed. And if he does that, he'll meet Belmo tomorrow. 2. And Anderson cleans that up. But Packy Hanrahan is enjoying the lead right now. Anderson took down one lefty. He'll have to come from behind to take down another in this stepladder to get it down to 12. We began with 16 in the PBA Tour playoffs. Win or go home, do or die. We continue next. The on-lane graphics you see, including the oil patterns, which are projected on today's lanes, are courtesy of our friends at Clutch Bowling.
Love me some Clutch. I love Clutch.
So awesome to see these patterns. We have dual patterns here. And Angel of the Winds. Dick Weber, 45 on the left. Mike Albee, 39 on the right. Hanrahan back on the right side.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
He tried to get that one to come around the corner. I promise you, after the
Go too slow and that hooks.
The flat 7s that he's been leaving. We'll go to his tour rep, Mike Wolf, here in just a second after he shoots at this spare. Maybe a hair slow, and again, trying to get it to come around the corner.
And he cleans it up.
All right, let's get on the floor and talk to Mike Wolf. Mike, what advice do you give to Packy for that right lane?
Well, apparently it didn't work, whatever I told him in the 6th frame. But
what did you tell him? What did you tell him?
I told him to move a little bit to the right, just try to get it further left down lane. Try to let it go through the pins a little bit more, create a little more angle. I like what he's doing. He's just got to get zeroed in on the right lane.
All right, Mike, thanks. I'm not sure they have a solid plan.
No, not by what we just heard. He has struck every time on the left except this time.
Both of those too hard.
In the 7th. And so for Anderson, this deficit shortens.
Well, it's not looking great for Packy. He still has a lead.
Right. Talk about being a better spare shooter this year. His hand doing what it wants to. But he told us it's all about getting the speed right. He said often earlier in his career he'd
throw.
throw.
The one on the left lane was good. I felt like I hit it. Felt like I threw it slow and hit it. And it shocked. Got to throw a better shot than that on the right lane.
He said earlier in his career he'd throw one really slow or really hard. It's gotten easier as he's gotten deeper in his career as Anderson strikes.
Yeah, well, he wasn't fooling around with that one. He just got up there and stuffed it.
And that's 3 in a row on the right side for Andrew Anderson. The left has been more difficult. He has not struck on the left in this game.
Be right, be right, be right.
We're not done yet! No, you're not done. And that drops over.
Be right, be right.
We're not done yet!
Like he got it a little bit softer to that friction, and it came around the corner perfectly for a big double. Now, the lead of Hanrahan is only 3.
Punch from Anderson. Packy. An answer call!
Yeah. Remember them flat 7s you were talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, that ain't one of them. Head pin, sidewall, comes screaming across. Hey, 7-pin. Yeah, you.
Call me maybe, RP. That was big time. And this, look where we stand here. 229 for Hanrahan, 226 for Andrew.
Make a good shot here.
Tom Smallwood awaits the winner of this. Open round of the PBA playoffs, delivering the goods. Hanrahan in the 10.
My goodness.
He liked it.
Good shot.
Oh.
That was a really good shot.
Yes, it was, Packy.
Wow.
All the right moves. Not a good shot here.
Yeah, that was a terrible break. 10-pin should be arrested on the spot.
Well,
that's okay.
Anderson working on a double. Right lane. Can take the lead.
Ended the right lane drought last time. Oh! And Anderson has a triple!
Well, something to be said about breaks in sports, right? Some days you're the dog, some days you're the hydrant.
Got away with one.
And yes, you did.
And you think about the flip side for Hanrahan with that 10.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that simple. Still business to be handled.
To win on the PBA Tour, you have to get breaks. You have to execute, you have to make spares, and you can't do that.
Oh boy. The game giveth, the game taketh.
Dang.
That's ridiculous off of the, look at the difference in breaks by 30 seconds.
It's crazy. I didn't see that coming. His last shot on that lane was really good.
So 1 is 881. 81 for sure.
Bounce. It was close.
191. Packy needs a mark and good count.
Hammerhead tasted a bad break moments ago. And now on this right lane, the regain life, if you will. Packy, a mark to win.
What is going on?
Make.
He has to make this.
Okay.
A must make on the 6-8.
The key here?
Cut the 6 into the 8.
It's a make. This is a make.
Very doable.
Oh my, Andrew Anderson lives on in the playoffs. Packy Hanrahan's going home.
Extended life once again for Andrew Anderson.
All it takes is to maintain a pulse in the playoffs. Doesn't matter how long your road is. Here's another look. The joy of moving on. The relief of getting an extra chance, a deep breath. And now you've gone through the lefties. Now you've got to meet the American dream. The seasoned veteran, Tom Smallwood, is ready. Who's going to move on to the round of 12? Welcome back to Angel of the Winds, the 2024 PBA playoffs roll on. Just outside Seattle, Washington, who will be the 12th man? We decide that now. Andrew Anderson trying to run the ladder as the 15 seed. He beat A.J. Johnson. He eliminated both lefties in Grand Fa, Packy Hanrahan. Now he has to meet the seasoned veteran, two-time major champion, Tom Smallwood. Winner here gets Jason Belmonte tomorrow, noon FS1. Messenger! And the 10 stays.
A lot going on.
Yeah, pinball.
All right. You know, this Tom Smallwood guy, right? One of the nicest guys ever, 46 years old. But when he puts his game face on, this guy could scare a bulldog off a pork chop. He just has a look like, you don't want to mess with this dude, right? Just gritty, gutsy.
And successful in his opening frame.
And I think it's important to mention that Smallwood using 14-pound equipment. And that unusual ball roll, a full roller where it actually tracks between the fingers and thumb. Hard to kind of see there, but that's what his ball roll does.
Start of the year, second at the PBA Players Championship. It was the #1 seed. Had a tough final against Bill O'Neill. 178. Didn't have the right ball, he said. Get some assistance! All are welcome at Smallwood's house.
Smallwood using Black Venom on the right lane, and this shot was thrown with a Max Thrill solid.
Oh.
Talking about a thrill. Great start for Smalls.
Two. You know, Randy, Smallwood's scary enough that you said he'd scare a bulldog away from a pork chop.
I said when he gets that look,
Yeah.
he could scare a bulldog off a pork chop.
But he's still nice enough that he would share some of the pork chop with the bulldog. At the end of the day.
Probably very factual. Anderson solid all night. He's gotten a couple of nice breaks, which you have to have. Trying to climb the ladder and take on this guy named Belmonte tomorrow.
What a prize. It's the playoffs for you. And this time, Andrew strikes.
You know, have you been reading some of the stuff online about Belmonte lately?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, good, because I haven't. Because I don't read that stuff anymore, but I've heard some stuff like, hey, stay home, you're washed up, you know.
Yeah, that stuff's not factual.
I mean,
That's ridiculous.
It's mind-boggling.
He's still got it. Does Belmo, this guy's got serious game too, and he gets going, and for Smallwood, a triple.
Well, remember back at the Players' Championship, he started off quite nicely.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, it was like the levee broke, right? And balls started going every which way, open frames, big splits, washouts. And then remember his remark, worst ball choice ever.
It was interesting hearing him talk yesterday because you're 12th on the points list. You've got 4 top 20s. But he didn't talk about that.
Oh boy. And he's got a little bit of room. Those are big boy pants.
Yeah.
A little extra room.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I actually caught it. I thought that was going to get. Yeah, it was a little shot. Well, got across it.
It's locked up so much, you can't put it in the lane. I'm like, lock up again.
Now Anderson, pressure put on by Smallwood, and Andrew Anderson with back-to-back jacks.
Nice, manageable shot with the urethane ball on the right lane for Andrew Anderson. In match number 2, he threw 2, 4, 6, 8 in a row to close out Bram Fa, who bowled a really nice game.
And that 6-8 go a little bit. Hammerhand, last one. Anderson now heating up, and we're seeing some similarities to what he went on that streak against Fa.
We got us a dogfight.
Yeah, we do. Well, we were talking about it with Smallwood earlier, RP. You actually had to say, hey, wait, Tom, you're still 12th here in the playoffs. Like, he was frustrated to us yesterday talking about his year because he said, way too many ups and downs. I needed to get steadier.
Yep.
Super steady to start his playoff run. Tomorrow, it's a United Football League doubleheader. First, the Arlington Renegades take on the Michigan Panthers at 1 Eastern. Then the San Antonio Brahmas battle the DC Defenders at 4. All on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Tom needed a strong finish last week. 18th Tournament of Champions. That helped him get here. Smallwood with 6. All right. We've got some theater here to decide who meets Belmo. Tom Smallwood. That Bulldog has run away. It's a pork chop dinner for Smalls on a Saturday in Washington. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Go Bowling for friends and family fun. Log on to GoBowling.com to find a center near you. Let's revisit the bracket for the PBA playoffs. We're back with you tomorrow, noon Eastern time, FS1. Jason Belmonte will win the winner of our stepladder here, which is down to Andrew Anderson and Tom Smallwood. EJ Tack and Marshall Kent, Anthony Simonson, and Bill O'Neill are already through to the quarterfinals. Those will be next weekend on FS1. So Anderson, well, he's put together 3 in a row. The problem is Smallwood hasn't
the ball
blinked.
return back on? The ball return's not on? There's no air. It's off. Sorry. Just... Thanks.
Anderson getting past A.J. Johnson, Graham Fa, Packy Hanrahan to get here. Said he's got an off season of work ahead, but it's be a nice way for it to stay alive here if he can. And he's got 4 strikes in a row. Delay be damned.
And he did right out of the commercial break what he wanted to do. He just stepped up and aced it on the right lane. It's tough to do when you have that break. You've got a certain rhythm that you've built through 5 frames, 5.5 frames, and all of a sudden you have to sit for a couple minutes. And that commercial break can either make you or break you.
He knows no room for error right now. Not with the way Smallwood's playing, and Anderson has something to say about it.
And we got us a ball game, folks.
Yes.
Another beauty. He's a good athlete. He's got great lines, and again, I think the thing that he really wants to look at and work on in the offseason is just trying to increase some power, and I think he can do it.
Smallwood hasn't blinked. Tom Smallwood has the first 7 strikes toward bowling a 300 game. Should he or any of the players on today's show bowl a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Scoring up this season. The last 3 televised 300s have come in this building.
How about that trip 4? Righty's best friend, baby. Oh, yeah. Get out of here. Thing of beauty for Smalls.
Changed to 14 pounds right before last year's Tournament of Champions. Made the telecast. Made the Masters show. And said, I'm never going back.
Anderson! Hello! How are you?
I'll see your trip 4 and I'll raise you a smash 10.
Man, is this fun.
Watch the head pin. And here it comes. Just headbutts the 10. It's good stuff. All right.
What a game.
Yeah. Look at your max score is 300 to 279.
Oh, that time.
I tried.
Didn't come around.
Just deflating. And you could see it in his face and his demeanor, his reaction is just like getting throat punched.
Because you're playing well. This is his best game. But look at who his opposition, what his opposition is doing in that Smallwood. There's the 9th, unscathed.
Are you kidding me?
A nice break.
Well, that's pretty much for the win. That puts him in the 260s. Andrew Anderson's max score is 258. Smallwood doesn't even need a mark in the 10th.
No. Now there's a different form of drama.
Remember a couple hours ago we talked about the last 300 games bowled on television?
Yep.
There's a breeze at Angel of the Winds. Oh, boy!
Sorry, bro.
He told us it's been an up and down year, but he felt like his performance at the Tournament of Champions, how he's been feeling the past couple weeks, that maybe he could put it all together. Put up a playoff run. He feels this format helps him. Win or go home, do or die. He lives for the moment. Smallwood is now one away. It has been done 35 times on TV. Last time, Jason Belmonte, a little less than a year ago. He will meet Jason Belmonte tomorrow. Oh, the irony. For 300!
Oh, he double dribbled it and missed it at the bottom. And the ball hangs out to dry, leaving the 2-8. What a performance, though, for Tom Smallwood. Wow.
And for Andrew Anderson, a terrific run in the playoffs.
Yep.
But Tom Smallwood books a date with Belmo.
Storm the approach if you get the last one. Just let it.
One last one. All right.
And so, for Andrew Anderson, a lot to be proud of here. He was able to beat A.J. Johnson. He beat Fa and Hammerhand. And that's great sportsmanship. As Smallwood gets an ovation for a 298. and a terrific performance. And now he gets a date with the most majors champion of all time and Jason Belmonte tomorrow on FS1. Take a look at this lineup, which is also headlined by Kyle Troop, U.S. Open champion, meeting Chris Vi, and the winners of those four tomorrow on FS1 will move on to the quarterfinals. Superstars aplenty, but the story right now, Tom Smallwood's going to meet Jason Belmonte. Here's Randy Pedersen with the man who just shot 298.
Thanks, John. Tom, what a performance, man. I mean, you had us all on the edge of our seat. Take us through that 10th frame and then the final shot.
Well, the 9th frame's what got me there, the terrible shot that struck. So, you throw that when you know you won the match pretty much, unless you do something silly. And then, I actually threw 2 really good shots, and then the fill ball was in the lane quick, double dribble, and lost momentum. But you know what? It was a great time, and I mean, it can't get much better than that.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but about 20 or 30 of your fellow pros were getting ready to just mob you if you shot 300. They were all waiting right here. We couldn't see. We had to look at our monitors because there were so many players standing right there waiting to get you out on the lanes.
And that was a big reason I missed, because I'm old and little. And if they jump on me, I mean, I'm probably done for the tournament. So you have to bowl tomorrow morning super early. So, that was all on purpose.
Hey, man, congratulations. You get Belmonte tomorrow.
Who?
Some guy named Belmonte.
Never heard of him.
Tom Smallwood, one of the great guys in the PBA Tour. How he's rolling, anything's possible for Smalls, who was big time tonight in Washington. Our 2024 PBA playoff coverage continues at noon Eastern here on FS1 with round 2 action tomorrow. Right here from Strikers at Angel of the Winds Casino in Arlington, Washington. For Randy Pedersen and our entire crew, this is John Fanta saying so long from Angel of the Winds. You've been watching the PBA on FS1. Andrew Anderson made an incredible run, beating Packy Hanrahan, outlasting Graham Fa and A.J. Johnson. But when it was all said and done, a relief to get to the finals of this stepladder, it was Tom Smallwood who bowled a 298, sent this crowd into a frenzy. He'll be back tomorrow. Jason Belmonte's his date as we continue the road to crowning a PBA playoffs champion.